This is 3.3 example 3. We're going to use the graph to determine the fraction of students who chose track and field as their favorite sport. We're going to write the answer in simplest form, but first we have to get the answer. So we have a lovely graph here, my picture's not covering it, that says that 20 students said that track and field was their favorite sport, 16 said that baseball was, and 14 said that softball was. And you can tell that because the number of students is on the side here. These are the sports, and it also says so in each graph. So what do we need to find out first? Well, if we're making a fraction, it's going to be what fraction of students chose track and field. So the top of our fraction is going to be students who chose track and field. Track kids. I'll just call them track kids for now. The bottom of our fraction is going to be what? Well, track kids is out of how many kids chose track out of how many kids are there total. So this is total kids. So our answer is going to be track kids over total kids, which we will find out here shortly. First thing we need to do is find out how many total kids we have. Well, very conveniently, we have three numbers here that tell us. So we end up with 20 plus 16 plus 14. And we end up with, well, 16 and 14 is 30 because 6 and 4 is 10, and 10 and 10 is 20. So 30 plus 20 is 50. So our denominator is going to be 50. And track kids, well, we know that to be 20. 20 kids out of 50 said that they liked track and field. Now, this is not in simplest form, so let's turn that into simplest form. 20 out of 50. Now, there's a couple of ways we could do this. One, we could find the greatest common factor and then divide from that. Or we can divide, just go down the list of factors, find a common factor until we're out of common factors. So, for example, if I was doing common factors, I might say, okay, what goes into both 20 and 50? Well, 5 does. Divided by 5 equals 4 over 10. Oh, I know exactly what to do here. Divide by 2. Divide by 2 equals 2 over 5. Okay, that's one way. We could find the greatest common factor of these two numbers. Move over keyboard, thank you. Which is, what's the greatest common factor of 50 and 20? Well, let's find factors of 50 and 20 here. 20, 50. Both have 1, 2. Neither have 3. Both have 20 has 4, does not. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 25, and 50. Biggest one here is, of course, 10. So we could go 20 over 50 equals divide by 10 equals 2 over 5. So this is method 1, this is method 2. They both get us to the same answer in roughly the same amount of steps. Also, for those of you who are paying attention in the last video, will notice the easy, quick way to simplify this particular fraction does not work on any fraction, just the ones that end in zeros. We can go, well, 20 over 50, both of those have zeros, equals 2/5. Remember, this and this are exactly the same thing. We're just dividing by 10. This is just the easy, quick way. So, there you have it. Ways to simplify your fraction. We know we are in our simplest form because 5 and 2 have no common factors except for 1. The only number that goes into both 5 and 2 is 1. And that's how we know we're in simplest form.